Hello everyone and welcome to my review of the foundation, it's not a foundation, of the primer that everyone seems to be talking about right now, slash everyone is curious about, everyone's talking about. Didn't I just say that? You guys, this primer is very hyped at the moment in any case. And it is the Blur Stick from Milk Makeup. I ordered this once it got added to Sephora's website. I was really excited because Ebates, you guys know by now, I'm sure. I love using Ebates because it's like always having a coupon. I'm not sponsored. I just love them. I always have my link down below if you want to sign up or whatever. They were doing double cash back on Sephora and everything, so I was just like, all right, 'tis the time. Let's test this out for everybody. So I ordered it and I just got it in the mail yesterday, so I'm very excited to put this to the test for you all. We will see how it does. A lot of people always seem to ask me why I don't use like pore filling primers and that sort of a thing. It's because they just like clog up my pores, something horrible. So I'm hoping this one does not do that. But in any case, let's hop on over to Sephora's website. We can read about this blurring stick. We can see what all of its claims are and everything. And then we can get on into testing it out and see how it does. So like I said, this is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. For 1 ounce of product, it is going to set you back $36. And what it is, it's a colorless, oil-free primer that's supposed to blur the look of imperfections on all skin tones. It's going to minimize pores and fine lines on every skin tone for an invisible, smooth, matte finish. You use it as a primer for a smooth finish and to lock in your makeup. It's free of silicone and will not clog the pores. The Blur Stick is also vegan and cruelty-free, which is awesome. And to use it, you just swipe it all over your face and then blend it out. You can use it alone for an invisible foundation or as a primer before well, okay, they're trying to sell their foundation, but you can use it as a primer before your foundation too. So yeah, I feel like it's obvious, but I am fresh out of the shower, hence my wet hair. My face is washed and moisturized, and I am so ready to put on my makeup, get my filming done for today, and yeah, just, you know, in general, get ready for the day. So let's go ahead, let's sing the song together, and then we can go ahead and put this on my face. YouTube made me buy it, and now I'm gonna try it. Just like the Sunshine Skin Tint, if you missed that video, I do always put cards up in the corner whenever they're pertinent and have things linked down below for you if you want to go watch that. But I did test out the Milk Makeup Skin Tint a while back. It was just kind of okay for me, but it seems like their trend thing, or it seems like the trend in their makeup line is that they put their products in like these little capsule type things, or at least, you know, they put the foundation in one of these too. But do I have to use my teeth? It's very difficult to get out, especially if you have fake nails like me. I'm so scared it's gonna snap one of them off, but I'm also scared I'm gonna break a tooth. So maybe Milk Makeup, we can work on the packaging, just make that a little bit easier to open. I mean, I think it's a cute concept and everything, but not if I end up breaking a tooth. So the packaging is really nice. It's like this kind of matte plastic. It's got the Milk Makeup logo. It's very plain and simple, and I do believe it's just got a screw-off lid. Yep. Protective cap. Yes, indeed. This is one of those products where it's like, you know, it claims to be clear, but then it's like brown beige. But let's see, I'm curious to rub this on my finger. Okay, it's not as smooth as I thought it would be. Like, it's got a little bit of tug to it, but yeah, it looks like it is clear. So that's good. It really will or should work for all skin colors. Get you zoomed in. Like I said before, my face has been washed and moisturized. I'm gonna click this up a little bit, and then I guess just gonna rub it on my face. My areas with the biggest pores are definitely on my nose and on the side of my nose. So I'm gonna start there. I feel like this is really hard to see what I'm doing because it's a clear product, but I can tell you it is going on very soft. It seems like, you know, the heat of your skin, it does melt it and everything. And then I guess I'll just put some on my chin. It's hard for me to know how much of this to put on. I mean, I don't really see skin blurring anythings with this. So I mean, you know how it says you can wear this alone for an invisible foundation, blah blah blah. I mean, you would just take out the foundation bit. You're gonna be wearing invisible stuff, basically. It definitely does have a scent to it, but it's very light and it's almost citrusy. Like it's not a bad scent at all. So I think I put on enough. It's so hard for me to know with these kinds of things. I mean, it just feels like I have a very light layer of primer on my skin, but it does feel like the kind of primer that kind of sits on top of the skin rather than really sinks in like a more serum-y primer like I typically use. But, you know, that's okay. I mean, my skin does feel really soft with it on and everything. Just to get you zoomed in more. I mean, can you see? It doesn't look like it filled in my pores or anything, but that's what it looks like with just the primer on. The foundation that I have been using recently has been the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I did do a review on this when it came out as well. I really like this foundation, especially in the winter here when my skin is a bit drier, but it does end up kind of breaking down throughout the day and it does fade a bit. It fades very gracefully, but I'm curious to see if the primer ends up holding on to this a lot better. Gonna go ahead and put this on. Okay, so usually with this foundation, it like kind of sinks into the skin, which I like, but with this primer kind of creating a barrier, it doesn't sink into the skin. So I usually don't have to use a blending sponge to blend this in more, but it is still a little bit streaky because it's sitting on top of the skin. I mean, it doesn't look bad because it's sitting on top of the skin. It's just, you know, gotta work a little different to get the foundation to look at least how I like it to look anyways. I mean, that really did, like, my pores look invisible on my nose, right? Like, they look pretty dang good. And it's not that this foundation typically emphasizes my pores or anything, but you can definitely still see them. But this, I feel like you can't see anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put on a little bit of concealer everywhere. With concealer on. I really like the way this looks so far. I'm so excited. This might be like my answer to a pore filling primer if it ends up wearing well throughout the day. But I mean, initially, I think things look great. I think my pores look awesome. I don't know, did it diminish my forehead lines a little bit? I mean, I don't have like super prominent wrinkles or anything, but they're definitely starting to come through on my skin, but I think this kind of took them away, and I'm liking it. And I also do think that this mattified the foundation. I don't think it made it like a gross looking matte though. Like, I think it made it look like a very natural matte foundation. This usually has a bit more dewiness to it. So I think I'm just, you know, fluffing my wet hair here, but I think it made my foundation and stuff look really good. So I am very, very excited about this. I'm hoping it lives up to all the hype that I feel like it's been getting. So we shall see how this ends up wearing throughout the day. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup, you know, do something with my hair, put not my pajamas on. It is currently 1:47 in the afternoon, but by the time I check back in with you guys and get everything done here, it'll probably be about an hour after that. But in any case, I will be seeing you all in just a second here on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Alright, so here we go, you guys. I think my makeup looks alright, right? Aside from some of the fallout from my eyeshadow that's kind of all over my nose. I feel like things overall just look very smooth, kind of a demi-matte on me, but like, oh, so soft because of that primer. I do think it just looks nice, right? I'm really hoping that this continues to look nice, but as of right now, I definitely think that it does. There it is a little bit closer for you so you can see my pores in all of their glory. Looks nice, right? Yeah? Yeah, I think it does anyways. So I'm really excited to keep on testing this out today. I will definitely be taking out my contacts and putting on my glasses eventually because primers can really make a difference in how our glasses sit on our face. They can make them slip slide around a bit more, so we will see that eventually, but for now I have got another video I'm going to be filming. It is my Sephora playbox for the month, so that will definitely be uploaded before this video, so it'll be up here in the corner for you. But other than that, it's really not an exciting day. I'm just doing editing, some cooking, cleaning, that sort of stuff, but I am excited to take you guys along with me. Maybe I'll throw in some vloggy bits here, but they're not going to be very exciting. But in any case, we will be able to see how this primer does on my face and everything, and I'm just excited to show you guys how it does on my face, and also for myself to see how it does on my face. Alright, I swear, I have like this perpetual cat hair. So, blah blah blah, all of that aside, we will see how this primer ends up doing, and I will be seeing you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! Alright, hello everyone! It is in the middle of the evening here, kind of. I guess we're going into the evening. It is currently 6:02. I just got done with all of my chores and everything, so laundry, vacuuming, I cooked my meals for the rest of the week. I made like this I mean, you saw, I made a gigantic pot of soup. I really need to get like an actual soup pot thing. I did that, and then while that was cooking I also had the oven on because I was cooking my actual dinner for tonight, because that soup, it still needs to like simmer and let all the flavors come together and everything. I was baking my pasty, which I'm having for dinner tonight, which if you don't follow me on Snapchat, you should. I mean, you don't have to. In any case, I showed my dad and I making pasties the other day. I suppose that was like a week ago now. Yeah, I showed that on Snapchat. I'm finally making and eating my pasty. Okay, anyways, blah 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 blah. So I've been in a very hot kitchen and like moving and going and whatnot, so I figure now is a good time to look at the foundation. I'm feeling a bit sweaty. I don't feel greasy. Although I suppose we're looking at the foundation, but we're seeing how the primer is making the foundation look. So there you go. I still think that I look pretty darn poreless, especially, I mean, on my forehead, that's because of the ring light, but especially like on my nose and on my cheeks and whatnot, I think it looks pretty good. Since I am an eensy bit sweaty, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Blotterazzi to get any oils and sweat off of my face, and hopefully not disturb the makeup. Where is this coming from? I keep getting freaking fallout from my shadow. You would think that would be done by now, but apparently not. Okay, so I think a little bit of foundation did come off there. Before I start giving you my full thoughts and everything, there's what it looks like after blotting, so not too different, just a little bit less sweaty, I guess. But I think with this primer, I feel like I was saying at the beginning of the video, you know, it feels like this is sitting on top of the skin, and I feel like, and this isn't a silicone primer, but it does have that feeling, like that slip to it, which is nice. It makes your skin feel really soft, but it also makes your foundation and whatnot stay on top of the skin. So I just have been really cautious because I've been really nervous to touch my face like at all, because I'm scared it's gonna just like slip right off. I mean, thankfully that hasn't happened, and I feel like every time my hands have grazed my face, it's been okay. I think it's starting to slip slide a little bit around my nose, but overall I'm liking the way that I look. I like the way that I feel. Like, I feel like this is really good at controlling oils. Like, I feel like I haven't felt greasy all day, which is an accomplishment. So yeah, I think that's about it for this check-in. I'm gonna go ahead, sit down, eat dinner, relax for a few minutes, and then just get to editing videos. I want to get a couple of them edited tonight, hopefully. At least one, but I'm hoping to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that stuff, and I will just check in with you guys in a few hours or whenever I feel like we need to check in next. So I will see you all very soon here. Bye! Hello everyone, welcome to my sad face. This primer was doing so good, like so good, and then all of a sudden, like maybe an hour or two ago, I was about to start editing a video, and then I started editing a video, but before I started editing it, I noticed that like when I would touch my face, I would see like little tinted marks like from foundation, and I was like, no, it's not happening. And then I started editing a video, and then you just kind of get into the rhythm of things, you know, and then the next thing I knew, here we are. It is currently 1:02 in the morning. Sorry I didn't check in until now, but we'll get you zoomed in. I think you can see I'm I have gotten very, very oily, and I'm nervous. Let's see. Did it come off? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it was all just a sick, cruel joke of the universe. Or maybe my eyes were right. Can you see all of the foundation? Can you? Like, I mean, do I even have foundation on my nose now? Kind of. A little bit. I think it hung in on my forehead better than my nose, but you can definitely see like the redness coming through and everything, and I think underneath my glasses it's not there anymore. You guys, I'm so conflicted now. Like, so conflicted. Okay, let's go through it. So for the first half of the day, my makeup looked fantastic with this primer on. I have to give it credit because it looked really, really good. It did like control everything when I was cooking in my hot kitchen, and also just my oils throughout the day for like what, the first 6 hours or so. Definitely kept me matte. But then something changed. I don't know if it's got like a 6-hour limit or something, but my review of it for the first 6 hours is so vastly different than the last, what, 6 hours or however many hours. And that's why I don't even know what kind of a rating to give it. Maybe if you have like combo, normal, maybe dry skin. I don't want to comment on dry skin because I really don't know. But if you have like normal combo skin, this might be an excellent primer for you. However, if you have very oily skin like I do, it could also be good for you, just depending on different variables in your life. You know, is it summertime? Is it wintertime? I can't see myself wearing this primer in the summer. I feel like if it's doing this now when I'm sweating and stuff, isn't it just gonna be worse? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'll give it a try, but in terms of how it feels on the face, it is very lightweight. Like, it really doesn't weigh down your makeup or anything. But like I've been saying throughout the video, it is the kind of primer where it sits on top of the skin, so it makes it feel like if you touch your face even a little bit, it's gonna make things slide around. At least with my oils, that's how it feels. So like, it feels good, but it also feels scary. My makeup did feel very smooth, very soft, and there were good things. But it didn't hold on until the very end, you know? So I know my pause rating system, it's a little bit new here. I'm so glad you guys liked it. I just have been posting videos now with the pause rating system, and you guys seem to like it. It makes me so happy. So I came up with pause because I have cats and whatever, it just ends up working. So P is for price of product, A is for application of product, W is for wear of product, and then S is for shade range of product. Those are, for the most part, the things that I really look for in a product. So for price, it's expensive. On a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being the most expensive, 5 being the cheapest, I'm gonna give it a 3. And then for application, I thought it was really easy peasy. I like the ease of stick form and everything. It glided on smoothly. So application, I'll give it a 5. Like, it did a great job. And then wear, this is so hard. Okay, skipping over to S, the shade range is good because it's a universal translucent type of a thing, so I'll give it a 5 for that, you know. There technically isn't a shade range for it, but in being shade rangeless, it covers all shades? Okay. I feel like for wear, I'm gonna give it a 3. I think I'm gonna give it a 3. Because it did so good, but then it didn't do so good. But like, it looks okay. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with a 3. So this is getting a 15 out of 20 for me. Like, that's pretty darn good, right? I'm certainly going to keep the product for, you know, days when I'm just filming and I'm only gonna be wearing my makeup for a few hours, or if I really don't have much going on and I'm just gonna be doing something for a few hours. I wouldn't wear this if I know that I've got like a full 18-hour day ahead of me or something, or if I was like still in school and had my other jobs and whatnot. Like, definitely wouldn't wear it to that because it wouldn't last on me through all that. But for the times when I would wear it, my skin would look and feel so good. I'm curious to see if maybe I can mix it with my favorite primer, my Guerlain primer. You know, we'll find out. So yeah, as always, I just hope the video was helpful and or enjoyable for you guys in seeing whether or not this new, really hyped up primer is going to be something you are going to want to try out for yourself, or if it's something you're going to want to avoid. If it was, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!